Gonna get some football tactics and glory testing in. Maybe about an hour. That's normally about as long as I'll go for these streams. They're essentially long form videos, but I don't want to put in the effort of creating actual videos. Yeah, but let's go ahead and get started. Let's see. Again, I am basically just streaming my normal play session, so it's not really going to be anything out of the ordinary. If you're interested in the game, you'll probably see some extra stuff. You know, it is a work in progress, the usual spiel. I'll basically just play through it. And again, we are pretty much just running a general test. I think Creole Team just wants us to do a standard campaign, then see how things feel. Naturally, I think they're actually doing all the national team and World Cup testing on their end. Yeah, but it is pretty chill. I also have a save where I started looking at the national team specific stuff, but I stopped. I just wanted to see what it looked like. I haven't actually gotten to the tournaments themselves. I've been simming matches here just to see how things feel. I'll get back to that at some point. Well, really what I'm focused on is trying different footballing cultures. I'm also jumping from country to country, but that's the plan. See how it impacts your strategic decision making. You know, a big part of this upcoming game is the fact that you do have footballing cultures. So the idea is if you coach in one country versus another, it should feel different. So right now I'm testing Scotland because Scotland has they have a fairly interesting bonus. It's not very obvious in terms of what players will do with it. So I've been testing stuff like that. They're not really testing stuff like England and Portugal. Those bonuses are pretty obvious. Pretty easy to understand, it's a bit different. And then I'm kind of building teams with that in mind. Let's see, I think we're in the third league still. I don't know how many matches are left. Not a lot of matches left, so maybe we'll look to promote next season. That might be a good idea. And then of course we're testing stuff like the loan mechanics and all those different aspects of the game. I'm pretty familiar with the loan mechanics by now. Essentially you have a chance of getting a player for a 6-month period, and then every time you use them in a match or help them level up, you get glory for it. So if I'm looking at this guy, he's gonna go back to his home team, which you can also check out. And you can kind of see what his home team has here. And you can also loan out your own players. Normally you'll get more value out of loaning them out to lower league teams. Of course, to do that, it's gonna cost you more glory. You do have to pay an upfront glory cost. And then you really don't have any say in what they do. Like if they level up, if they get new specialization points, they get a new training point or something. You get to choose it, but you don't have any say in how often they're used or how they're used and whatnot. Yeah, but again, it is pretty casual. I feel that I tend to be, what's the word? I tend to feel less stressed when I'm just doing it as a normal thing. Like the whole video culture that you're kind of making it with a certain intention. But this I'm just doing it in my free time. Essentially I'm just streaming what I normally do. The only real difference is that I'm talking into a microphone. So it's a bit more involved than me just playing by myself, but it can be useful if people are interested. If not, still doing what I'll do. Then I'll try to kind of talk about what's going on as well. So as you'd expect, you still have the traditional club-based approach, just like Manager's Journey. There are a few extra things on the screen here. As the next game gets developed, they'll kind of add things onto it, and they tend to mention it in the the Steam discussion post as well. So you'll see news come out every now and then. Like, I'm not sure if they spoke about this yet. The number of suitable footballers were basically, if you're playing in a certain league, you have to have a certain number of footballers that are of that league's nationality. So if you're familiar with like European football, you know a lot of the top clubs tend to have talent from all over the at least the continent, as well as other continents like Africa and South America and whatnot. So a lot of the time, if you have like an English Premier League team, you'll have very few actual Englishmen on the team. And the same is true for a lot of different clubs in different countries. There's a new rule that kind of says you have to field a certain number of units. Of course, it's customizable. They have to be a certain, they have to be of that country's nationality. So I'm playing in Scotland. I have to have a certain number of Scottish units in the starting lineup. Otherwise, basically, I forfeit the match. So I guess it's an interesting idea. You can also disable it if you don't want it. It's an interesting idea. When you're looking at the national teams, I don't think it's going to matter at all because national team players have to be of that nationality anyway. I'm also playing with formations hidden. If you're experienced in this game at all, you know that most of the time half of the match is won on this screen before a game begins, where you get to see the opponent's formation and then you basically get to counter it however you see fit. With this option, it kind of hides it. You know, the idea is you don't know what the opponent's going to field. You have information on some of their players. You know, the information you have available is dependent on your scouts, your scouting level. So I can't even see everybody's information because my scouting level is too low. But generally the idea is you'll have an idea of their you'll have information on their players, and that's about it. You do get to see who they're playing in certain zones, so you can still kind of make educated guesses based on that. But you know, I don't know whether or not their fullbacks are going to be inside or outside. I don't know whether or not their wing midfielders are going to be in or out. I don't know where these forwards are actually placed. So this guy could be in the middle of the formation, he could be on the side. And then you have to adapt once the match starts. But I like that, you know, it's something I've wanted for a long while. Because, you know, we have it in the hot seat mode, but hot seat mode isn't really played that often in the community. But it's simple enough. The idea is simple enough to understand. And it does add some variation. Like, I've been playing this game for so long that when I see this, I kind of have an idea of what they're fielding in my head. But you know, you can also be wrong as well. So for example, obviously they have a sweeper. They're probably going to have somebody in the box. They have fullbacks. They're probably going to be on the wings, which immediately tells me it's going to be harder to play wing midfielders myself. But then I don't know where these CDs are. For all I know, everybody could be in the box. They could be on the outside, which will allow my center forward to run through. Maybe I need to play an AM to pull someone out of position so he can get into the box. I have no idea until the match actually starts. Let's go ahead and start it. They're also playing on the wing, which means that to play the ball forward, they'll have to pass it from there. But I don't really need anything other than a DM in this case. Normally I'll do like a DM-DF hybrid just to kind of stack the odds in my favor. Don't think I'll need it this time. And then let's see what else we got. I think this is okay for now. We're also almost at the end of the season. So I'm going to have to start thinking about training as well. I'm also kind of focusing on more of a, what's the word? I'm focusing on more of an aggressive approach. You know, I've kind of moved a lot of defenders out, so I only have 3 at the back, and it's going to be like 2 CDs and a DF. And then if they have wing forwards, I'll just use these guys as wing backs so they can move back as necessary. But generally the idea is to get the ball into their half and then make it difficult for them to play the ball forward. Try to win the ball again right up here, and then kind of that kind of keeps it still and safe and gives you more opportunities to take shots and attack. You know, pull apart the defense, make people move around, pull them apart with AMs and all that jazz. That's the idea behind this formation. You know, obviously it's weak against the initial kickoff, but there are ways around that. Generally, I'll do that to kind of combine the interception chance for these 2 players. There are a few things you can do. But the idea is to kind of keep the action on their side of the field. And then that way you can just kind of keep pressure on them. So a lot of like wing forwards, pressing, probably center forwards and whatnot. Let's actually look at their formation. So, I could, so here we go. I could have never guessed that they would be spread out like this. I wasn't even thinking about that. So now I have to contend with this. Again, they have a sweeper and a CD, but everybody's in the box. So I kind of guessed at that. And then what else do they have? They have a DM with, he's a 2-star DM, so he's going to be tough to deal with. I do have the opportunity to keep the ball, but they do have fullbacks. Fortunately, the fullback is pretty weak. Yeah, so I'm going to need the AM to pull someone out of position regardless. And then let's see what else they have. Yeah, okay. They're going to try to keep the ball, which is smart. I respect that. Let's see if I can actually win this ball. Got it. They do have a DM, though. The thing is, they have the DM, so I feel like he's just going to come forward and take the ball. He also has slide tackle as an RM. So right now, I'm going to immediately start it. I'm going to push the ball all the way over there. And I'm going to start forcing them to deal with it. Let's see what we got. He's probably going to hold the ball. Yeah, he's going to hold it. I'm going to move him. Let's see. I'm probably going to move him back into position here, just so he makes it difficult to play the ball forward. Now we're going to start pressuring them here. Let's see what he's going to do. He can't pass it. He has to lob it. Or he can try to pass it, I guess. That's a choice. And now we need to keep the ball long enough to make something happen. Let's see what we got here. The kids are home, so you're going to hear them in the background. The DM is going to make it tough, though, for sure. Ah, that's smart. They're going to take advantage of the fullback and make it easier to win the ball. Now I might be able to win this. Okay, we got it. Let's see what we're going to do here. I can just pass it forward and try to shoot. In this situation, I'd probably try to get the corner. Potentially get a better shot on goal. Although this is a pretty good shot too. 62 versus 44 is not bad. But in these situations, I try to force as many shots as possible. So it's like the goalkeeper there. If I can keep hitting him, eventually he'll roll poorly. Or maybe I'll get lucky on the first shot. But there we go, the 16:59. If that was a precision shot, the half would have ended, but I'd get another chance. Let's see what else they got going. Give me 1 second. 1 second. All right. So let's see what we got. Generally, why I prefer. Let me move the microphone a little bit. I guess that's the other thing. It's a casual stream, but you have the mic in your face and stuff, so it's kind of off-putting sometimes. The audio should be good. I'm not really shouting into it or anything like that, but last time I checked, this is fine. I can be pretty chill about it. Yeah, but generally I prefer a power shot in that situation. Because the way this game works is precision shots are a guaranteed outcome if it fails. A power shot's not guaranteed. Like a power shot can give you another chance. A precision shot, if it gets saved, the goalkeeper holds the ball. So generally I prefer precision shots if I have to shoot through multiple players, and I prefer power shots otherwise, And that's only if it's going to be a difficult challenge through multiple players. I'm going to go ahead and use him just to kind of get him some experience. And then I'm going to do what I normally do when it comes to corner kicks, especially when they don't have DFs. If they don't have DFs, it makes it really easy to pull this off. I'm going to put my striker here. No DF means nobody's going to take that tile. They also can't contest for this tile, so they can't place anybody here by default. You can't place units in a specific tile unless they're contesting. So I'd need to put someone here if they wanted to block this off, but they can't. Then if they had a DF, you'd be able to intercept, but you know, they don't have one. So we're gonna do that, and let's see what else. And then we're gonna put a player with relatively high control up here. Probably Calderwood. And that's good enough. Let's see. And then the idea is he'll hold that spot and I can just do a straight shot on goal. Doesn't always work though, like he lost it. Ideally, he would have held that spot and I would just take another power shot and try to force it again. You know, I can go through this same situation again. I could go for the precision shot, but there's a chance that I'll roll low and he'll roll high enough. His defense is low enough that I'm willing to try another power shot. I'll probably beat him. I'm just trying to hit the goalkeeper here. Oh, failed outright. That's unfortunate. That can also happen. You know, it's a roll, dice roll at the end of the day. But not a terrible half, especially when you consider that they got the ball first. I don't even think they got a single shot on goal. Excuse me. So what's the next play here? Probably take out Calderwood for sure. Probably bring in Kelman. Makes sense. And I'll probably set this up so I can just ignore the DM. Pull someone out of position. Pass the ball back and probably try to hold it. I can also just lob it, honestly. I could try that. To do that. I could also just pass it through here, which would also work because he's holding that position. Let's see, there are a bunch of different things I can do. I might just try to hold it. And we'll do that. Then I think Atkins is okay. We'll leave him in there. And the idea is to force, basically open up a gap, pull out the sweeper maybe. And then if I do it properly, I could actually move him twice and then just take a cannon shot. I'll think about it, we'll see. It is a bit of setup though, for sure. Well, let's do it. A lot of the time you'll hear me kind of ramble through my thoughts just because I'm thinking it through. A lot of times it's hard to put it into words that will make sense to the audience, but you know, you'll see it play out. So give it to Kelman. Give it to Kelman because we want to pull him out of position. We pull him out of position. We probably move forward, I think. Since he has a slide tackle. Yeah, we're gonna have to do something about that. What if I give the ball to him and then go over here? Like, he has slide tackle, but it's gonna be harder to win the ball. He'll also do that. He's gonna try to lob it. Okay, sure. I'm gonna try to play it all the way down there. Oh, that's no good. That's no good at all. I really don't want to move him out of position, though. I don't really have a choice. Now I'm gonna have to send it because he has slide tackle. That's fine. Yeah, but now we're out of position. Let's see, are they gonna try to hold it? They might try. We have the DM though, so I don't think there's anything they can really do. We are in position though, so I can do this. Just kind of start pressuring them here. Now we can't really pass the ball at all. Now let's see what else he's got. Maybe that. So we can't pass it back there either. They're gonna try to lob it. Yeah, but we have the DM. Oh, that's crucial. 11 days isn't bad. It happens, he's a DM. You know, no harm, no foul. Probably gonna do, let's see. Now I'm hoping they don't give it to I'm hoping they don't make him the free kick taker because he can actually shoot here. They did. Yeah, that's annoying. I can always try to force it. Yeah, I was hoping he would be the free kick taker. It's based on passing ability, I think, which is kind of annoying in all honesty, but you know, it is what it is. Let's see, Kelman's okay. Probably shift it here. We're gonna leave Kelman out and probably go with you. And again, the whole idea is to pressure them, really. Kind of keep it up here, which is why I'm playing like this. So like having this many attacking players would probably seem like suicide, but every player here has the opportunity to just kill their play forward. Even though time is running out for sure. And that forces them to do stuff like that. They have to make riskier plays, they have to do long passes and all that stuff. Let's see, what's the play to make? They still have the DM. Probably you. Because if I can keep the ball, I can actually get an opportunity to score. Hold on. Maybe I'll just do that. It's not a great shot, to be honest. Yeah, it's not a great shot at all. It's too far. It would have been better if he was an AM, but he's not. We can take it. He's also in the way. DM right there is really what screws it up. I don't think it's going to make it. Yeah, I didn't think so. DM. Yeah, a solid chance. Solid game in terms of how we kept the ball pretty much outside of our own half, which was the entire point. We had at least 2 good chances to score, I think. Those power shots. Yeah, that DM at the end really screwed things up for sure. Let's see. Calderwood. Calderwood's pretty solid. How with the audio? I really can't tell until I check the recording. Last time I checked, the balance seemed okay. I think I figured out the balance and the gain and all that stuff. I don't think I have to mess with that again, which is good, because it does get kind of annoying constantly fiddling with it, I'm not gonna lie. McWhirter is out, which is slightly annoying. We do have backups for him, which is why we have DFs, absolutely. We'll get the ball first. We can also see what they're fielding here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, so they're packing it. I mean, maybe the MF could be an issue. I think that's the only potential issue here, is the midfielder, because he has cannon shot. So this is going to be more susceptible to attacks from the side, but then I have the wingbacks, which make a huge difference. And then ideally they would be fullback hybrids, but they're not. For now, that's okay. You know, ideally I'd want them to be fullback / midfielder, but honestly, they're really just there to block, to take up space. It's not a huge deal. Okay, so let's see. How are we doing with him? He has 10. Ideally, I'd want to get his specialization level up. He'll get 4, which means he'll get 6 next game. And then if he also gets experience, that's going to be another 4, so that will be 10 right off the bat, which is a profit. We'll see if we can do that. What do they have in the back? They have a lot in the back, for sure. Their defense isn't amazing. You know what I could do? Calderwood's not going to be ready. Instead of Calderwood, I can do Atkins. I can also do Kelman. I have options here, honestly. Like, I'm not really in a rush. I could also do Calderwood. I could switch him back to a CM. Depending on how they have their defense set up, this may or may not work, though, is the only issue. Instead of that, I'll probably do that. Because I'm not sure what type of defense they're running here is the problem. Like, they could have everybody inside. They could also have a spot for me to run into. I just don't know. Which is also why I like hiding the formation. The fact that I don't know, you know? Like, if I knew what they were fielding, I probably wouldn't have to play him at all. I'd just prepare for it, but I have to guess. 1, 2, 3. They do have 4 DF though. That's a lot of DF. Like, the CDs and the sweepers I don't really care about. It's the DFs, because the DFs will ruin your day. They'll mess up your passing. They'll mess up your set pieces. You know, the interception ability is really strong. And then obviously they'll intercept shots and they can combine it. So four DFs. If they all combine their interception chance, I'm not getting the ball through. Which is also why I'm playing him, honestly. Because it's also raining. Do I need to play him though? Should I play him in the CM? Because he'll get a bonus of 30%, but he'll negate their passing, their defense by 70%. That might make more sense. Yeah, let's see what they're running. That's gonna determine what I actually do here. Alright, so let's take a look. Okay, they're doing that. Okay, I see. And they also have the MF right here, which is actually pretty smart. Hey, look, it's Havo. Am I all right? I'm fine, Havo. The point of that video was to poke the bear. It was to kind of get one of you guys to start promoting the game. Like, I'm fine, but you know, it'd be nice to see someone start talking about it. So yeah, so sorry for showing off the beta stuff, but you know, that was the idea behind that video. Yeah, I'm perfectly fine though. How are you doing? You know, how the dev and stuff going, or I guess, yeah, how the dev and stuff going on. Yeah, but back to this. This was actually pretty smart. Because I didn't know he'd be there. Which is also why I like kind of hiding the formation. Because like, if I had known what the formation was gonna be, I could have just counted it right there. But you know, I had no idea it'd be like this. So small. Yeah, I mean, I figure small is better than nothing. You know, hopefully a bigger channel will pick it up, especially since it's college season. You know, but we'll see. And you never know until time passes, I guess. Yeah, but with that, I don't know if I can get the ball over there though, because he has eight defense, and it's raining, which is like -30 defense. Yeah. I figure it's, you know, it's tough. I don't even like doing like the basic videos because it takes way too much time. But you know, like, I don't know, like a devlog thing, maybe like who's a good example? Like 26K had a devlog format going. I know he also said that it's a lot of effort to do that stuff, so he was looking for another way of creating devlog videos that didn't take as much time. You know? Yeah, not sure why you dropped out. Yeah, it's just time, you know, it's it's just a lot of time. I get it. Like, obviously I'm not developing the game, but it's a lot of extra time. And I'm sure it will be fine. You have like 4 or 5 other guys right there, you know, so they're also pretty crazy about it, so I'm not really that worried about it. Yeah, let me try this because that's a better play. 14's not bad. He got it through. And that allows me to do what I planned on doing anyway, which is that. And then I can move him over there. And they don't have a CM. He sounded frustrated. I guess, maybe a little bit, but not really. I'm not really that worried about it ultimately, you know. Calderwood. Oh, look, he got fouled. Well, that's football, I guess. People get injured. I'm sad now, but yeah, anyway, I can play him instead. 6 months is a long time. Jeez. Like, the season's almost done though, so the issue is it's hard to get hype for your game. There isn't any get hype button. Yeah, I mean, of course not, but there have to be some interested parties around. Like, especially last time. It felt like everybody and their dog was talking about Legend Ball, at least in terms of football. But I don't know. You know, people also have their own things they're doing as well. Yeah, but he's injured. Ugh. 6 months. That's so long. Season's almost over though. Maybe it's not that bad. Let's see what we got. He has 20 passing. I mean, Kelman's there. Kelman might actually work. Maybe if I do you. If people just don't care. I mean, I don't know. Like, don't you have the following from like All Pro Football editor days? I'd figure that would be enough. But I guess that also means you would have to do it though. Yeah. I don't know. I'm sure there are guys out there, there are guys who will promote indie games regardless of the genre. And then there are football people. And then there obviously be the usual group of people complaining or lamenting about EA and whether or not this will be the game or whether or not everybody will be disappointed, yada yada. So yeah. Yeah, I don't know, just do what you can, man. It's tough. That's just how it is in general, I guess. Let's do this, I guess. They have DF though, but can the DF actually intercept here? I don't think so, but I can do that. I could also do that. But if I shoot from here, that's minus 25% is the only problem. That's minus 50%, that's minus 20. I can also check this if I'm not sure. I don't really check the football appeal. Yeah, don't worry about it. I'm just doing this as a casual thing. I figure I'm gonna play anyway, so it doesn't hurt to stream it. Nothing really lost from it. Yeah, good luck though, man. I'm not mad about it. It's just doing whatever you can to poke the bear and get stuff going. Because I was kind of more concerned that there hasn't really been anything out there. Yeah, take care, man. Good to hear from you. Now let's see. There's a shooting mechanic here somewhere. Whatever, we'll do it on the fly. Use the AM, because that's like minus 25 if I'm right. Let me see. Yeah, minus 25. Which is why I didn't use him. He would have been minus 50. So even though he has 65, his shot chance would have been worse. Yeah, but then the DF though. The DF is the problem. Because you have like 3 different DFs and they all combine it. Love the DF when I'm using them, but when the AI is using them, forget about it. Precision shots harder to intercept. Yeah, so it's like, let me see. Let me see if I can do the math. So it's 18 plus 22 plus 17. Pretty sure that adds up to what they're showing me here, even with precision shot. I don't know. I have to try it though. Yeah, I didn't think that was going through. Yeah, that's a DF. That's a DF issue though. When you have 4 DF, that's why they have that spot though, which is also really smart. So it's like they have the box packed up. They also have the CD, just so they have the ability to tackle if you walk there. But then if you try to shoot through it because the CD's there, it's like 3 different guys blocking your shot. It's pretty crazy. But then they can't really do anything to play the ball forward. They'd need him to do it. And then they'd need, let me see what else we got. Bowman's like the only person who can attack. Like I know right here, a long pass would be the play if you're the AI, like you're the opponent. You have the defense stacked at the back. You only have like 2 guys at the front and like 2 midfielders. But if you have a formation like this, what do you do? Because you don't really have a way to play it forward. Even if you got it to the front, these guys have to shoot through at least 2 different guys, the CD and then whoever's there. So it's tough, which is the whole point of me playing this formation, is to force the action up here. I don't know if I can win this. Is it worth trying, or is it worth just pressing him? Double press? It's a free press. Well, he's not getting the ball forward. Now, if I had the DF up here, I kind of know what they're going to try, though. They're going to try to lob it. Huh. They might. Well, let me think. He'd have to pass it through him. They're going to try to lob it for sure, so I want him over there. Also thinking about putting him... Putting him over here? Wonder what they're going to do. Ah, well, they can also do that, I guess. I should have cut that off. That's a good shot. That's a solid shot for an AM. That's not bad. Ooh, head play. Yeah, it would have been better to have Kinley up here to start. That's why losing the DM really hurt, because I'd normally have like the DM here and the DF here. And then the DF being there kind of cuts off that backdoor pass from the back to the front, so... Didn't have it though, which sucks, but that's how it is. Let's see. I also need to cut this off as well, just in case they try to sneak it. Ooh, that sucks. Let me see. How much time is left? You know what I could also do? I could also go for a head play. It's doable. I have enough control. He doesn't have enough passing, though. Huh. uh, Trying to think about it. Not sure. Like the ideal play would be to get fouled here and then set up a direct free kick. I might be able to pull it off. Maybe if I get him into the box, so maybe I do this instead. So we'll do that, pass it here, move him forward by 1, he's in the box. I could also move him into the box. Is that actually in the box? It's on the edge, isn't it? Let me see. That's on the edge of the box. And I could also put him there. Minus what, 20? Now I'm trying to do the math in my head. Let me just play it through. I have a bad habit of trying to do the math before the game actually plays out. Yeah, so ideally, let's see. Ideally, I draw a foul. I can also keep possession. Keeping possession wouldn't be terrible. Let's see what we got. Oh, he's in the way. Okay, I mean, I got the foul. That's kind of what I wanted. But it's a DF, though, is the problem. Always a DF. Always the issue. Yeah, but I'm going to go ahead and take the shot. Now that I'm actually in that spot, it's easier to get the shot through. I'm going to use you. I'm going to put you there to block him off. And that should be okay. Then maybe I'll change my mind. No, we're going to give it to him. He's the best striker because he's an AM. That's perfect. Let's see, it's minus 10. It would normally be minus 20. Minus 10 is nothing. And then it's also a precision shot, so it kind of compounds there. It's minus 35 and then minus 35 again. I'd have to check their control to see if power shot is worth it. No, I don't think it's worth it. They also have 4 DF. Like 4 DF, they're gonna ruin this if I try to do the corner kick strategy. So maybe I'll just precision shot and cross my fingers. Let's see. Okay, we got it through. That's good. That's good stuff. Ooh, let's see what else is going on. Let's see what else we got. So that's 1-0. They get the ball next, though. But it is raining. It is raining. Let me think about this. I think this is where I pull the wing back here. And then I play them forward. Let's see what you guys are going to do. I'll play him there. Yeah, I'll play him there. That's just always going to be a tough one because of them. The DF. Because he's going to take that spot. He's immediately going to take that spot. I need some way to get it through this. Maybe he'll play there. I think Hillman will just pass it through. Ooh, Atkins. McAllister. I mean, it wouldn't be a bad idea to get training going. McAllister wouldn't be a bad choice either. Why not? Because I don't really need an AM, I just need someone there. Oh, extra time? I didn't even notice. Oh, that's a solid chance. God, that's such a good chance. I need to do something about that. That's such a good chance for an AM, absolutely. And like they're giving it right to him, so they're ignoring my DF. So basically they're passing to that square and then they're just shooting. I'm gonna have to do something about that. They don't have a forward or anything that can just jump into the box, so I'll do that, I guess. We'll see what we can get out of it. Yeah, that's a solid chance for an AM though, for sure. Let's see. Oh, now they're just going straight through, which makes sense. That's a CF. I'm not too worried about the CF though. Gonna give it to him. I wonder if I can go for the cross. I might be able to do it. He has 33. He might be able to do it. Okay, I'm gonna change what I'm doing. I'm gonna run the flank. A lot of sick people here. Jeez. Yeah, they're just wasting time. They're being assholes. No. Yeah, but he's a winger, so he can do this. And then he can do that. And then I can try this. Also, he's Scottish, so he got the bonus to passing. So normally it would have been, what, 22 plus it's raining, so it would have been minus 40%. When they hold the ball and keep it for the next turn, they get 150%. So it kind of negates the raining penalty. And that still allows me to pass to cross with some accuracy. That's a great thing about Scottish midfielders, is that that ability. Yeah, that's kind of why I'm focusing on control for these players as well. Normally you'd kind of just focus on passing and then maybe defense or accuracy for a winger, but I need them to keep the ball, which is also why I keep them back here. Unless they're using a fullback, they can't really tackle, or they need to have like a DM or something there. So we'll see if it pays off. I mean, 46, the cross factor is higher than 25. I can't remember if they need to beat my cross factor or beat that. You can also check the Footballopedia and they'll tell you, which is really, really solid. Yeah. Yeah, the Footballopedia took so much work. I remember when they were working on it. Like to get it to show up when you need it is crazy. The only other game I've seen do that is Crusader Kings. And Crusader Kings is Paradox, so that says enough. Yeah, but it's pretty complicated. If you need to read it, you can. Let me just roll the dice. That's a solid goal. Okay, that's good. Back up. We also have another way of attacking. So I might be able to do that again. If not, I still have that original plan of passing it here and passing it through. Let's see what you got. Okay, they're going for the AM again. They're going for the tried and true strategy. I understand. Ugh. Yeah, let me win this ball here. I don't know if I want to take him out of position. Well, it doesn't matter, does it? I'm just gonna pass the ball. And again, they're wingers, so I can still get over there in one turn. Yeah, I'm gonna keep the ball. I don't know what they're gonna do. They need to go up here. Well, nope. Okay, whatever. And then I'm running the flank, which means he gets minus 70 defense. I don't think many people use this. I don't think many people understand how strong this is. Like minus 70% to tackle chance is crazy. So it's like, for example, if they have a CD right here, it doesn't matter, because I can just run the flank, and instead of getting 40, he's getting minus 70%. Which is a lot lower than 40. You know, so it's really good. Let's see. That's probably the best way to counter CDs on the flank, is to just run it and then pull them out of position, and you'll probably get to where you need to go anyway. But yeah, I can still get to that spot. They might win it. They might also kick it out of bounds. They actually managed to win it there. That just sucks. That's just bad luck, but yeah, that's a solid ability. And I think with the Scottish wingers, it works really well as well. It works really well. I'm trying to think of other words. Yeah, but with the Scottish midfielder, that's really good. Because like you hold the ball in your own half, and then you run like seven towels in 2 turns, and then you just cross the ball. I don't think any other country can do that. Any other footballing culture can do it. Maybe Ukraine. But then Ukraine just gives you, what, 30% to all stats, and Scotland gives you 150 to passing, so it's actually worse. It feels like Ukrainian midfielders are going to be better for shooting, really. Shooting and contesting on the flank, maybe holding the ball. I think also running the flank gets the bonus as well, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, but in terms of pure passing, Scotland's going to be the best. So you'll probably want like Scottish wingers are good. Scottish central midfielders are good as well. Scottish AMs can be good too. Just because if you hold the ball with an AM, pass focused AM, and then pass it, nobody's gonna stop that pass. Like you can just pass it to the defense and through the DMs, there's no problem. Yeah, they have some options for sure. Let me see what else we got. We got 30%. We got 1 year, 7 months, and 10 days. I'm not gonna have him for that long unless I buy him, but now he's like, what? Has he gotten a new level? He's gonna give me like 16 glory, so he's gonna refund his cost and give me an extra 6 because it costs 10 to recruit him in the first place, if I remember correctly. Let me see what's going on. I can double check as well. Where is he? Oh, okay, he must have gotten a new level. Yeah, he did. Okay, good. So I played him for 6 matches. I spent 10 glory to actually pick him up during the transfer window for the loan, and I'm getting 20 in return. That's a profit of 10 glory. And then obviously he's helped me. He's helped my team out. So even though I'm not going to keep him, it doesn't really matter. Ooh, Calderwood being out for 6 months is huge, though. Ooh, that's a big deal. And we have replacements. That's gonna hurt though. Sure. It's also good to have this player on loan to fill the gap. Maybe I'll get some more glory from him. I can also play one of my other guys. That's the one issue with relying on loans, is that your own guys don't get experience. It'll become a bigger issue, really. Let's see what else we got. Okay, he's back. I'm not gonna play him though because he's probably still tired, but he's back. And I think this is the last match. So let's see something. I want to maintain 4th place for the glory. I also need to make sure that I am, what's the word? That I'm doing this too, because I don't think I've been doing that. I've been focusing on it. The contract lasts forever though. Want to work in the national team. I don't think this is saving. I need to let Cos know about that. Not that it matters yet. It's not like anybody's gonna want me on their national team. Like I'm a nobody right now, but it might be interesting later. Improve the management's mood. My question is, what happens if I promote in this time period? Do I complete the contract? Like, I know this is a new demand or a new job, a new contract that they're testing, but I have a lot of questions. Like, this lasts for 4 seasons. It's basically do whatever you want if you just want to stick with the team and improve it, but yeah. What if I want to leave the team after I've done a lot for it? Like, I've gotten all of this stuff going. I've done the fielding the promising footballer, I've acquired him. I haven't done the youth personnel yet because none of the youth players have been any good. I've hired new personnel, I've done all of this stuff. But it's only the first year, so I don't know. Honestly don't know. Anyway, let's see what else we got going on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. They have nothing but CDs, you love to see it. 3 CDs are overkill. They're just overkill, you only need 2. The only time I can see you needing 3 is if you have 1 in the box. So maybe if you do something like this, and then you have that, and then you can get a CD to tackle twice maybe if they make it into the box, but this is overkill. You know, this CD in the center is useless. That's the problem. Like if someone has nutmeg and I have a formation like this, I can just do that, or do that, and someone's still gonna tackle if they nutmeg through. So Same for Rainbow Feint. If they Rainbow Feint, no matter who they hit here, they're gonna have to deal with the tackle. Versus like this, if they hit the edges, then they can avoid it. So, yeah. I mean, I know why people do it. It's more of a set it and forget it defense, but you know. And what else we got going on? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We got 3 CDs. They probably have a wing formation, just because of the RD. Again, you have to guess at what they're fielding. So it's like, I don't know, but I've played this game long enough to have an idea of what they're probably doing. I can also be completely wrong. They can surprise me, which is nice. You know, it does kind of get old just being able to counter them on the screen. And if I wanted to analyze them, I could spend the glory to do it. Like, you have an option down here, but you know, there's a cost associated with it. It's almost like you're sending out scouts or getting like a report or something, or paying for intel. But I like it. It's an interesting idea. Let's see. I need another CD. O'Hara's gonna retire. It's supposed to be you. And then they get the ball first. That's a tough one. I'm just gonna do this. And then what's their defense? That's their defense. That's the AM. I don't know what they're fielding though. Honestly, don't know. I don't know what they're fielding at all. Let's go all in on the training. Let's just train, guys. This match, focus on that. Let's make you. I think you're going accuracy. Probably a CF. Let me see what else is going on. Lindsay is there. He's tired, really. I'm just gonna leave him out. But he's young, so he shouldn't be out for long. Let me also do this. I'll go over here. Speed up the treatment. It's not a whole lot. It's potentially 19 days. 14 days is okay, we'll take it. What else we got going on? Let's see. It makes more sense to do this. I like this formation because he can bring the ball forward by himself. Like, he can literally get the ball and he can end up here in 2 turns. You know, it's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. He can end up all the way here in 2 turns. And unless you're blocking his pass, nobody can stop him. So, you know, that's the idea behind a wingback, really. They can move the ball really fast. So if you don't have long pass or something, they're probably the next best thing. Because 2 turns for the entire field is madness. Absolute madness. And then obviously they can shoot across or something. Well, let's see what they're fielding. Okay, they're fielding that. Yeah, I wouldn't have guessed that at all. I thought they were doing like, they're flattening it out. Okay, so let's see, that's over there. They also have the fullback. We got the ball. Oh, my dog is outside the door wondering why she can't come in. That's cute. Let's see. Can't let her in because she'll be all over the place. Alright, let's see. Oh, they have someone from Belgium? Nice. That's Belgium, right? I always mix up Germany and Belgium. Yes, it is. Huh. He's actually not bad. I mean, defense-wise, he's okay. It's not great. It's not crazy defense. It's not enough to really make a difference, but it's something. All right, that's something. Now let's see what we're gonna do here. Go for AM. Ooh, 63. Because he held the ball even though he's getting pressed. You know, it's actually 78 minus 15. 63. You know, even though they're pressing me, I can still get it through. I can do that. Oof. Can I push him? Oh, he's there, though. That's the only problem. He is there. I mean, I can do that. He's a CD as well, which is a problem. They don't have DF though, for sure. 1, 2. I wonder. Their defense isn't very good. Huh. I'm thinking about playing it back. It's something I don't normally do. But he's right there. That's interesting. I don't normally play it back. Ah, they're gonna move the CM up. That's smart. You have to take the ball away. Smart. Smart, smart. Yeah, but the idea is have the fullback over there. The idea is to get him in, you know, while they're doing all of this, he's just making his way forward. Ah, that's CM though. CM really messes things up. What's he gonna do? Okay, okay, okay. He's in, but oh, man, that's unfortunate. Like maybe I could have lobbed it, but it didn't work out. Yeah, that CM messed it up. I could have kept the ball if he hadn't done that. Alright. And then he's probably gonna be out now. So that pays off. Let's see. RM might be injured, I think. Maybe I'll play it like this now. We'll take you out because we don't want you getting injured. The CM's not gonna be in. What am I gonna do here? I could do Lindsay. Lindsay's pretty easy. CM. 13. Thinking about it, thinking about it. There are some options for sure. I could try to cross it. Maybe I could play him back here. I could do that, couldn't I? Yeah, let's do that. Let's play him one more time. And then let's... I don't have to cross it. I could also get it to him. They don't have a DF. I could also give it to him, honestly. 1, 2. The fact that they don't have a DF though. Huh. Let's do this. Let's do that. And then I think I can get a cannon shot off, maybe. Ooh, 3. I wonder if it still crashes when you try to sub out all 5 at once. The last time I tried that, it crashed. Because I don't think they have the graphics for the other 2 players yet. I'll try it again at some point. Not right now, though. Oh, they're smart. They're smart. They played their guys back. That's very smart. Okay, okay, okay. That's clever. I can do this instead, though. It's not a huge deal. Let's do this instead. Let's see. He doesn't really need to be there, does he? Yeah, I mean, defense. His defense isn't bad. And I also want you... I don't know, probably here. Then I'm gonna see if I can draw him out and then maybe run the ball up. And I want him here in case I lose it. Yeah. Oh, but he's gonna block me now. Okay, he's going behind. That works. Just don't... Okay, don't injure me. Yeah, but I lost the ball as well. I could run it. It's not a great chance. I'm trying to get the bonus to passing. But then I'll probably do, let's see. I don't know. Place him there. That's smart. They keep taking the ball away. He's gonna run it. Yeah. I'm gonna take it back, I mean, sure. Oh, come on, guys. Rolling on one. Terrible, 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 terrible. They also changed their defense again. Awful, awful stuff. Alright, well. Let's see. Just Sync training. I think this is the last game anyway. Sad. Alright, let's set it up. Just to cut off the cannon shot. Can they even pass that? Where are they gonna go? Okay, they got it through. Oh, good save. Ooh, I have a DM. Let's go, DM. Get in there. Oh, you couldn't do it. You couldn't do it. That would have been amazing. Oh well. Oh well. Trying to figure out who to attack with. You? Okay, got it. I wonder how nutmeg works if you hold the ball. Does it give you 200% to passing? Because it's 50% of your skills after you do the nutmeg. Then it's 150 if you hold the ball. So it's probably 200%. So if you nutmeg after holding the ball with a CM, it's 230. Huh. Nah, it's probably most useful for a winger. That's game, I guess. Let's see, Kelman. I might call it because it's getting late now. I try to keep it to like an hour. Like, it's not a video recording because I just can't be bothered. Like, the simplest videos take a ton of time. It takes so much time to make even a basic video. Like, once you start editing, once you start caring about editing, you're gonna spend a couple of hours on it. And I mean, I enjoy doing it, but it feels like when you spend time on something, you're expecting some type of compensation for it, even if it's just like engagement. So it doesn't really feel great. But I mean, I don't mind doing this because it's like a no effort thing. The only effort I'm spending is talking into a microphone. That's it. That's literally it. And then maybe like tuning the audio to make sure it's not absolute garbage. But otherwise, it's okay. It's also getting the game out there. You know, like Kyle even told me, like, I remember, when was it, yesterday or the day before? He said he ran on, what's the word? Let me organize my thoughts. He said he found the streams and he was surprised that I hadn't actually announced it. And I told him I was just doing it casually. And it kind of reminded me that even just getting it out there with like a couple of people following can make a huge difference. Because it's like Creole Team will give you they'll do the announcements and they'll give you the notes and stuff, but actually seeing stuff in action can make a huge difference. Because a lot of the time they don't have the bandwidth to answer questions. They can't tell you how things are going to look live, you know, what are things going to look like in different scenarios. So having someone actually doing it helps somewhat, you know? And then of course I just have to remember that it's still a work in progress. I can't show everything. Generally I have to get stuff vetted, or at least that used to be how it went. I think they're okay with pretty much anything now because they control what gets out there via beta build releases anyway. So maybe that's the difference. I don't know. But they're generally thankful for it. In terms of timeline, those guys have their own timelines. I'm actually surprised they're still working on it, if we're being completely honest. With everything going on over there. But you know, they manage, they have stuff together, they have it together apparently. You know, they've been doing it for so long, and then I think it's also a bunch of guys who had industry experience anyway. So they kind of know how to organize themselves. Which is nice, that's also a difficult part of it. You know, just organizing yourself can be difficult no matter what. Yeah, but I need to call it for tonight. Maybe I'll do this again. What is it, Wednesday? Maybe Friday? Friday might be a good time to do it just to get it out there. And again, it's just a casual thing. I'm not really paying attention to even the viewer count, really. You know, in the worst case scenario, I'm talking to myself here, but, you know. Yeah, but I have to run.